So 4 hours of driving, and then we did a hike in
radio's still working.
So I'm not in trail mode.
You guys got me there in 9, 6, whatever that is. I'm looking on the meter. Who's got you? Here we go. That'll work. Right, King. So same climb here, right? Now it looks a little different, but now you can really see that broken rock face. It's got kind of a diamond shape to it. Again, I want to get my driver's side tires on that. And if you need a reference, that dimple in the hood, that's the inside shoulder, right? It lines up really good with where it's at. So that dimple in the cowl, that's basically your inside tire. So just crawl it up here again. Being pretty smooth here. I'm just going to let it crawl. Again, I'm going to let the rear axle get off the rocks before I start to turn.
Here comes the part where you lose your lunch.
I thought you wanted the left wheel on this time of rock.
Yes.
You have to keep reminding yourself to try to brake with your left.
I didn't have to. I thought I was doing a pretty good job of it. Towards the end of our loop, I stopped doing it on like the downhill. Gravity was kind of just taking over, but it was very helpful on the uphill part, keeping in the power bands. It's like you just find like a nice sweet spot to hold your left foot and then work the throttle a little bit more.
Yep.
Alright, King, so this is front locker again, just going through the motion. Kim, add a couple more feet to these and we'll go from there.
So once you put the front locker on now? Is that what he was saying?
I didn't have that.
It's Truck 18, did you want us to put the front locker on now?
Yep, go ahead and throw the front locker on. You don't need it, but I'm having to go through the motion. Alright, so we did on the last lap as well. Alright, and good work. So both lockers off, and then turn on the trail control, and then you can just set it at 3.5 miles an hour. So trail control on, 3.5, and then both lockers off. Just confirm that all with me if you would. Ryan, confirm.
Truck 18, we are confirmed.
So now the front locker is only available in low range. So you have to be in rock crawling actually. Like I said, the last lap time is controlled by the computers. So alright, we'll check up here and let you guys kind of reel me in. Alright, again, we're just gonna go down this hill 3.5. Kind of the flattens out or it's twisty. It's, you know, about 4 miles an hour, and then 5.5 is your max. Again, you can play with it as we go. Playing with this trail control over the years, we just kind of figured out the sweet spot for going grandma slow is 3.5. One is very hard for the truck to do, even on a downhill. It's a little better on a downhill. But now, the way this works is it just sums the wheel speed sensor, so the speedometer, right? It just knows how fast it needs to go, and that's all it does. Now, it doesn't know I'm going down the hill or up the hill. It's just watching the trend of the speed, and then it makes either gas or brake adjustments. Now, as I mentioned, it's not cruise control. It's not going to stop you from driving off stuff or into trees or whatnot, all that good stuff. But it's also not going to know if it's muddy or snowy, right? There's no way to tell the truck how much traction I have. So, again, that's why they call these driver assists. Is they're helping you, but you have to help it as well. Now, a good example of this, if I'm descending, which is where I like it, because it can descend down stuff better than I can with the brake pedal. If it's snowy or muddy, and the front wheels have excessive slip, well, it's not going to know it's slipping. What it's going to see is it's going to let the rear wheels keep moving, and it's going to be like, well, wait a minute, the rear wheels are going 5 miles an hour, but the driver told me to go 2. And so it's going to lock the front wheels in an effort to get the truck going 2 miles an hour, not knowing that it's skidding. So you have to think a little bit for it. And again, at that point, you'd have lost control of your steering, right? Because it's robbing the brakes. So, and just kind of a heads up is the guy that played with this a day or two, even on a bad day.
That is interesting.
We'll just let you skid.
Yeah. If I'm sliding, I tend to want to be in control than the traction control. Because traction control is going to stop giving either the front wheels or the rear wheels any power.
Yeah,
because it wants you to like stop. But I don't know if that's the best option in some cases.
Ain't nothing like gassing out of a slide.
Right.
thinking about how you said $1,400 for a guest. Like, they should really let those people like go first on everything. Like, that's a lot of money for
Yeah.
this. I don't understand. Oh, you paid $1,400? Yes, go right ahead.
Yeah, and you're only driving half the time.
I feel like the air conditioning is struggling to get caught back up.
Yeah. I guess if you have a son, you know, it'd be a good
Strong
son
son.
thing to do, right?
Yeah, the sun is strong.
I mean, paying the $1,400.
Oh, so,
Yeah.
oh, that sun. I thought we were talking about the air conditioning still. I don't know. I can't, even if my kid was old enough to drive, I don't see myself spending $1,400 for him to do this.
But watch the trees as well.
I feel like this is a I learn and then I go teach you moment.
We'll ditch the trail control. We're just going to lift the brake our way down the mountain. Well, it's a hill. It's definitely not a mountain. Again, trail control off. You're driving it.
Trail control off.
You're driving. Max AC button, that's what we need.
You know, so many people complain that it doesn't have vented seats. Like, you know, being in New England, like, why are they complaining about why they need vented seats?
I could use
I
some
learned that
vented seats
today.
right
I'm like, oh, these are nice out here in Utah.
Yeah, every time you get in that seat after me, I'm sure it's got a little moisture on the back.
I haven't noticed.
Oh, this Max AC is where it's at though.
Yeah, I mean, when we were doing the hikes and down in Moab, and then at one point my wife got in a seat